Hey guys, welcome back to comment. Our first comment here is from Rob's Vlog. Says, buy a new keyboard. Huh. Next up, we got Quentin Clampett, who says, what you gonna end up doing with the Trans Am? I don't recall you driving it much this year. LOL, you should sell it to me. I'll give it a good life with classic companions. 64 Ford F100 stepside. My uncle actually has one of those. A 70s W350 Dodge Crew Cab swept line short bed. And a 78 Dodge Aspen. A lot of Dodges. Then our dailies are an 01 S10 and a 92 D... What the fuck's a D150 Dodge? I don't know what that is. Maybe a diesel? I don't know. But I can't insure it with the current company that I joined up with because of the age of the car. They don't really want to insure it. And I was recommended to go to a classic car insurance company like Haggerty or... That's Haggerty is Silverwheel. Remember I used to talk about Silverwheel all the time? Well, the year I dropped them, they went to Haggerty. They changed their name. They basically give you classic car insurance. Stipulations are kind of steep. You got to be over 25. Got to have another car insured under another company. You're the sole driver of the insured vehicle, as in I'd be the sole driver of the Trans Am. Reason why I turned it off that insurance is because at the time I was going to drive it for work, because you're not allowed to drive it for work. It basically becomes a toy when you basically put on classic car insurance. So I can't drive it to work, I can't do anything with it. And because at the time the ex didn't have a car, she was driving my car, my G6, and I'd be driving the Trans Am in the summer. In the winter, it was like, well, there's the city bus, fucking have at her, because I ain't losing my car. But in the summer, I let her drive my car, and I drove the Trans Am. So that's why I took it off the insurance and all that. But no, I didn't really drive it much last year because I was really panicking about money situations and not sure what I was going to do after I lost my job and was really freaking out. Now I'm not freaking out so much, so I'm probably going to put it back on the road next year under classical insurance. Thraderate, I guess. Are you a T or A man? That is like the worst spelling I've ever seen. R, the letter U, A, T, or A man. Are you at or a man? I'm a man! Pow Pow 357 says, hey Adam, what's your opinion on the MVP2? He's talking about an E-Dart. Great when they're brand new, but they fucking break fast. I had the problem with mine where the 510 connector failed because the little insulator grommet inside just got chewed up and broke, and the device shorted itself, and it didn't blow up or anything, it just wouldn't fire, so I had to put a new grommet into it. And then I had an issue where the power button, the push button, where you get your chooch, you press the button, that broke, so I had to go inside and resolder that back together. And now the battery no longer holds a charge. Now I had mine for about a year. It lasted me about 10 months before it shit the bed. But honestly, if you want to get yourself a good dart, don't bother with the MVP2 unless you want that power bank feature. I recommend going with the E-Leaf iStick because I find it lasts longer with my Nautilus. I can actually go all day with it. And on top of that, I find the iStick is just a lighter device and faster to charge, and 20 watts. 20 watts of power, so you can really crank them out if you have to. 88 Music Rock says, being an uncle is awesome. You can have the kid for a day and then send the kid back with their parents. No doubt. I love that kind, you know. So that's going to be fun. Once again, 88 Music Rocks goes, I love how how you took Seagal's last name out. Oh, I had to. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to keep it. Pounda Pound says, hey Adam, do you know Rudolph's brother Blitzen? Hint hint, puff puff, pass bra, cheers, Canada face. Canada face. Yeah, he sounds like he would probably blaze a lot, eh? Freaking Blitzen the Blazer. Jesus. Juggalo Dan0012 says, can you do a meet day so all of us can chill like Pug did? See, the difference between Pug and myself is Pug has that nice huge compound where people can easily, you know, pitch tents and stuff. I live in a house. I have neighbors that I can't have a bunch of people over because my neighbors will get offended and stuff. Like, we can't be partying till like 2, 3 in the morning. Neighbors get pissed, cops show up, and now I got to deal with that. So I don't run things the way Pug does because I don't have the place for it. So yeah, I don't really do a meet day. I just fucking, like, if you're in town, you want to go to Horton's for a coffee, okay, I'll go. But I don't really have like people over to the house and stuff. Segal fucking last name. Bye-bye last name. Segal says, alright, 60 frames per second at 54C are good enough for me. And that's on a Core 2 Duo from 2009. I guess if I used Firefox instead of Chromium, I might even stay a bit cooler, but meh. Yeah, a lot of people are complaining about their systems overheating with 60 frames per second. I don't understand why. My computer doesn't even twitch when I go 60 FPS, but I guess some people are having issues with it. Mr. Hitachi Man says, your dad's Christmas setup is great. If those are vintage lighted ceramic Christmas trees on the table, they are worth a pretty toonie. Oh, a pretty one? Not an ugly one? Nice! I was looking for one on eBay. Even smaller ones in mint condition often go for over $200. I think Dad bought those from the crafts store, or the crafts expo. There's one at the Best Western Hotel, and I think Dad went there and he bought them, and that's when he got them. So they're all handmade, like they're custom, you know, unique to their fashion, and I think that's when he picked them all up. I don't even know if they have a value. They might not, but they're handmade. They're not like, you know, China made. Randy Leahy says, why don't you have a wood stove in your garage? For insurance reasons, bud. My insurance will not cover the house if I have a wood stove in there. It's fucked. Anyway, people, that's all we got for Commenting on Comments this time around. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, peace the frig out!